Hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and happy Valentine's Day to you. The sun is shining. I'm on a minute early, and my desktop is completely clear except for what I need for this class. And so I'm really excited to show you how to do these double wonder cards. It's a fantastic way to use up your designer series paper. And for those of you who are new to Stampin' Up, designer series paper is called that because we have in-house designers who actually design the paper. So rather than just calling it pattern paper, which is what the rest of the world probably calls it, Stampin' Up has decided to call it designer series paper. And if we're not careful, we say DSP, which could be even more confusing to people who are not in the know. So I try not to do that. So what you need, it's now 10 o'clock, so we're officially starting. I'm going to flip the camera to my desktop. Here we go. And I am using the Daffodil paper. Now this paper, let me see if I've got the right, yeah. So here it says Daffodil Afternoon paper, designer series paper. And then the important part, and it's right here, and it tells me the colors that are in the paper. So basic black, crushed curry, daffodil delight, evening evergreen, flirty flamingo, mint macaron, mossy meadow, pale papaya, pear pizzazz, and very vanilla. So what I needed to do, I picked colors. I need three. Okay, so you need to pick three papers that you want. So those are the three that I chose. And then, of course, there's another side. So these are the other sides. So that gives you 6 patterns to play with when you make your cards. But the rest of the paper, it's important that you see it because I'm going to choose winners today. If you comment, you could win. And one of the things that you could win is a half a pack of this paper. So this is the rest of it. And it's really pretty. This one is super simple to cut into cards. You just cut them at 4 inches by 6 inches and put them on a card front, or trim it down a little bit more. And I might, if I have time, show you that as well. What's on the other side of that? Oh, and then there's a pretty pink stripe. So this is the extra paper. So have you chosen your 3 sheets of paper yet? And if not, no worries. Just watch. See how pretty they are? Just watch the video to see how it goes, and then you can always look at it again when you want to make your own. Okay? So that's it. This is the paper. There's 12 pieces of paper in a pack. There's the other side. So I'm going to put that away off my desk because I no longer need this. So the next thing you need is some pieces of coordinating cardstock. So I chose basic black and pale papaya and very vanilla. So that's my color palette for the bases. Okay. I have this important piece of paper here with my instructions, and I included a screenshot of this. The thing is, when on my business page, I cannot include a file. Okay, so that's why I couldn't do that. So what I did was I just took a screenshot of it, and yeah, if you are a customer of mine or team member, you can also ask to join the Pampered Stamper Elite group, and that's a group, so I can put files on there. Okay, so that's what I'm using. Then I have linen thread, and I have just this ribbon because I ran out of the other ribbon. So this is a pale papaya woven ribbon, and it's really pretty. But I also had a sheer that I really, really liked, and I'm all out, so none of that. I did find some sheer pool party, but I'm not sure if it's going to go with my cards. So I have that on standby. Then I have these 2 punches. This one is called the Everyday Label Punch, and this one is called the Fancy, I think, Label Punch. This one is just a little bit bigger, so you can get a taller sentiment. So that's why I have 2 punches. And then the stamp sets I'm using, Grassy Grove, just for this one right here. Sometimes you need to know that someone really cares. That's a perfect sentiment to put on a card just because, okay? Then I have this one because everybody needs birthday cards. And I love this great big one, but it doesn't fit in my punch. So I did use some stitched rectangle dies, and this one as well. It's your day, enjoy it, okay? And then my last stamp set is this one, Inspired Thoughts, because there's just a few in here that I like a lot of them, but for the purpose of my cards today, the way they fit into the punch, this one, it's your time to be remembered, to feel appreciated, and to know you're celebrated. I think that's important. There's a with heartfelt sympathy on here. And this one as well, sheltering you with love at a time when words fall short. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab my paper trimmer. And this paper trimmer is a real workhorse. So you can use 3 sheets of paper at the same time. Just make sure they're stacked together really well. These are 6 inches by 12 inches. And I purposely made sure that my daffodils were going up and down, that these flowers are going the right way. And this one, it doesn't matter so much. Well, maybe it does, but it's okay. So I have that. And just a word to those of you who are watching on YouTube. I did YouTube live as well, because then at least people get notified that I'm going live. And some people couldn't watch it on Facebook. But for you YouTube people, I'm so sorry, but I cannot be commenting with you while I'm live. I just don't have enough things happening. I'm just looking to see if, let's see, if I can see the comments on my Facebook one. Yeah, that's awesome. Hello, Janice. Hi, Roz. Hi, Karen. Hi, Marina. And hi, Jackie. It's really wonderful to see you guys here. And please do not send me stars, okay? Facebook asks you to send stars. I get so little from those stars, and if Facebook is watching this, they might, like, I don't know if they're going to shut me down or punish me in some way. But Facebook tries to encourage you to do that to make me feel better, but they get way more out of it than I do. I get pennies, so please don't send me stars, okay? But what I do like is if you comment. If you comment, you could win a pack of this paper and maybe even have it all cut up already. So, okay, so we have this, and it's 6 by 12, and now what I'm gonna do is cut it at 3.5 inches. All 3 pieces at 3.5 inches. So like so. Cut. And then this 3.5 piece, I'm going to cut 2 strips at 2 1/4. So I'm turning it sideways. I'm going to the 2 1/4 mark. 2 1/4 and 2 1/4. So I'm just going to put those aside. And right at the end of my desk, because I don't need them yet. Then I have a little piece of extra, and it will say that this is the extra piece, and it tells me to cut it at, it's at 1 3/4 by 1.5. So I've got to cut this at 1 3/4. And this is for the bonus card. I haven't even shown you my cards yet. I will. So I'm going to put those aside, my little stacks. Now I'm going to make sure this is all nice and square. The next thing I'm going to do is cut this at 4 inches. And here. Oh, I am so glad that I turned my phone on Do Not Disturb, because my sister is trying to get a hold of me right now and no one hears it. I'm so happy. Okay, 4 inches. I mean, I'm sorry to my sister. I hope it's nothing urgent for my parents. Now I'm cutting off a 3/4 inch piece here. Okay, 3/4. And I'm going to put those aside. Okay, so I've got 4 strips that are 3/4 inch wide. Putting them there. And now this piece is going to be, I'm going to cut 1 inch pieces of this. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, that didn't go through all the way. Let me just move that. Let's go back to the 1 inch mark. There. There. And now 1 more. 1 inch. There we go. Let go gently. There. So now I have all my little 1 inch strips. I'm going to move those off to the side. We'll play with them in a minute. Now I have 1 piece left, and it is 4.5 inches, and I'm going to cut this one at 3. This is all in the diagram that you have, okay? So I'm cutting that at 3 inches. Then I'm turning it, and I'm cutting each of these pieces at 1.5. And I could go here, but my 1.5 inch mark is not that clear over here. So I'm going to do it on this side. 1.5 And these are the ones I'm going to use first. 1.5 and 1.5. There we go. You do have to be really careful when you're cutting 3 sheets of paper at a time that your papers stay all together and straight. There is the margin for error if your papers move and then they won't be straight. But in the interest of time, that's what I'm doing. Okay, that's not for everyone. And I've been doing this for a long time. So 1.5 and 1.5. And then at the end of my video, I'm going to show you some cards with the Valentine's paper, because I think that would be really cool too. But I wanted to stick to this for now. So here's all my little pieces that are 1.5 by 3. Okay, so let's go back to our thing here. So we've just done these, the 1.5 by 3. And so that is layout number 1, where we use the 1.5 by 3 inch pieces. So I'm going to cut. Now I'm using vanilla, remember, not Whisper White. So I need a few pieces that are 3.25 by 5. Okay, so I'm going to use my vanilla. Oops. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can say hello to a few more people. Hello, Anna. Nice to see you. Okay, so I needed a piece. Now I forget what it was. Let me look. 3.25 by 5. So I'm going to cut this at 3.25. 3.25 by 5. I want to always make sure, because I did this wrong the first time, make sure that you read the instructions. I know that's a very simple thing. So 3.25 by 5, and I'm going to do 4 of these right away, because I want to make 4 of this card. This is actually, for some reason, this is my favorite layout of all of them. Okay. So 3.25 by 5. Now this piece should be long enough that I can do it the other way. It is. So I'm just going to cut off a wee little piece. It's so nice when you can maximize your paper. So you know what? I'm going to do 3. So 3.25, and I'll have 5 of these. And Gerard was worried that if I told him I was going to be doing a longer video today, and he says, well, don't you think they're going to get bored if you do a long video? And I'm really hoping not. So if I don't answer your comments as they're coming in live. Oh yeah, Ruby, this is so much fun. Hi, Stacy. This is such a great way to use up your designer series paper, and it's also a way to fall in love with it, because when I first heard about the Daffodil paper, I thought, oh my goodness, this is perfect. It's going to go great with my windmill cards. And then when it came in, I thought, oh, I don't know if I like it that much. But after I've made these cards, it's like, oh wow, do I love this. Okay, so let's have a look. So what I did when I was playing, I took these pieces and I thought, okay, how am I going to do this? Well, I might as well put them on the vanilla. So you just want to play. You want to lay them out and see what pieces work together. See, now I know right off the bat that I don't want to put these 2 busy pieces together. That doesn't look nice. So I'm just going to put this one here. But this yellow one does look nice, see? So then, look. I did a little video, and then what's on the other side of this? This peachy, that looks really nice together. And this one looks nice here, and it looks nice here. But I'm playing now, and I don't want to waste time. This is supposed to be a video that goes fairly quickly. So here's my cards. So we have this one, and I'm just going to move these out of the way. This one, and this one. No, I forgot about this ribbon. I do like it with the black ribbon, and I didn't put that ready here. So what I like, the reason I used a narrow ribbon on this card is because the sentiment is larger, and I wanted the paper to pop. So here is, see, doesn't that look nice on black? And then here's the last one. So now what we need to do is here. Why don't we start with this one right here? Okay, so I'm going to take my white piece, and there. I'm using liquid adhesive, and the reason I use liquid adhesive is that it allows me to move things around. Gives me a little bit of wiggle room. Now make sure you pay attention to which way your flowers are going. The daffodil is pointing up. If it's pointing down, then you've got something that's been blown down in a windstorm. Oops, see, and now it slides around. I'm looking to make sure that my margins on all three sides are close, okay? And then, let's see, now I've got a black one here. I'll do that one last. And then I'll do this one here and then one in the middle. You can come up with your own system, whatever works for you. But I like to do the ones on each end and then the one in the middle. And then don't worry if they're not perfectly straight, because you'll distract your person by the sentiment on top. So what I did was I first made all my panels. Okay, then I decided on the ribbon. I popped up a bunch. I think I did all my sentiments too, but it doesn't matter. The important thing is that you enjoy the process. So I have this one, and now I'm going to do this one. See, so that one has two of that. That looks really nice, doesn't it? Here, and again, I'm looking. I like the way that one is facing there, so I'm going to put that one on this side. See? That just looks better. It's kind of a scrapbooking trick. When you put your pictures on a scrapbook page, if people are looking a certain way, you want them to be looking into the middle of the page, not out over the outside of the page looking away from the book. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever heard that theory, but the same thing with the flower. I want it going to the middle of the card, not off the edge. Maybe I'm crazy, but to me, that's just one of those little things that makes the card look better. Maybe I will get into your head and you will think the same thing. So Gerard was telling me that in Holland, of course, it's Valentine's Day too, and flowers are usually quite reasonably priced in Holland. But today, roses are selling for €5 for one rose. And that translates to $7.50 in Canada. And the reason for that is because of the whole drama that's going on with Russia and the Ukraine and the gas prices. So the gas prices are so expensive in Holland that some greenhouses have decided that they are not going to produce flowers. It's just not worth it. It's too expensive to heat the greenhouse. So there's a rose shortage, and that's why they are charging that much. And then with the shipping crisis, the roses that are coming from Africa are taking too long to get there. So by the time they get to Holland, they are not as nice as they should be. So, you know, Stampin' Up! Products aren't the only thing. Okay, you can see that I made a bit of a mistake here, like a tiny one. Too busy talking. You can see that my edges are a little bit narrower than the middle part, but you won't notice it because I'm going to be putting that sentiment on, so we're not going to worry about that. So here we have the next one. And yeah, it's funny, the way different patterns sometimes make the card look bigger because it's a more spacious thing. That's another one of those crazy things. So here I have two daisy patterns. Let's see. And be sure to check to make sure, because they're not all the same. Let's have a look. See, so I have this one, but that's, oh no, so that one's safe. What's on the other side of this? There. Oh yeah, this one. See, so I'm checking to see which one I like the best. This one has a little bit more yellow. Let's see. Yeah, I think I like that. Or do I like this one with all the pretty stuff? Oh, maybe this one. Okay. Anyway, it's a personal preference, which you prefer. Let me move that out of the way. But you can see how quickly this works if you're doing the same pattern. And feel free to walk away and grab yourself a cup of coffee or tea. It's that kind of a day. I woke up and it's -16 in Chatham. And Chatham in Ontario is known a little bit, we call it affectionately the banana belt, because it doesn't typically get as cold, or we don't get as much snow as the rest of Ontario. But, well, yeah, -16 here. In Muskoka, where we're going for Family Day weekend, Gerard is coming on Thursday. It was -24 this morning, so he was telling all his Dutch friends, and they're like, oh, they don't get many temperatures below 0. However, that doesn't mean it's not cold in Holland. Their idea of central heating is a little bit, they don't really have central heating. They have like water heat or registers, not registers, but yeah, I think it's hot water. It might be gas. I don't know. But it's around the edge of the room. And I swear, and bathrooms are never, hardly ever heated. So you always freeze your butt off, quite literally. And yeah, so different strokes for different folks. They're tough. They're hardy people. Okay, so we have now a black one, and this one, and this pretty plaid, and that one's going to go in the middle. But like, you can play around to see what you like better. Like, do you like this better, or like this? But well, that actually looks kind of cute. The way the flowers are going, I think I will do this. Yes. Okay, good thing I didn't quite just do it right away. So always lay your stuff out first to get a feel for what looks best. Okay? And that way you won't be disappointed. And it's really nice. When you lay out your paper, it inspires you. It just does. All those pretty patterns together, and it lifts your mood. So it's snowy, cold outside, but we're dealing with some paper with spring flowers, and it's hopeful, isn't it? Yeah, let me have a look again. Hi, Penny. Oh, thank you so much for your kind words. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you. Oh yeah, roses, Stacy. Roses are so expensive too. I know, I noticed that. Wonderful. I'm so glad I can check in with you and chat a little bit. Oh, guess what? I just broke my rules. Oh dear. Okay. Well, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm good. I'm good. Do you guys talk to yourself too when you're making cards? Yeah, I know. Just don't answer yourself. Then you know you're in trouble. Okay. So we have these 4 now. And I'm going to start with this one because it's the easiest one. Well, they're all easy. You know, which is your favorite card? It's usually the one you're working on right now. Okay, so now I have this really pretty paper. And honestly, one of the reasons I fell in love with Stampin' Up! Is that everything coordinates. So I was a scrapbooker first, and I started buying stamps so that I could stamp in my scrapbooks instead of using stickers that ran out. So I'm just going to cut that. It doesn't even have to meet in the middle. Here. And actually, I'm going to use a glue dot. So, let me see. Oh, of course my glue dots are not, I wasn't planning on using glue dots, so I guess I won't use glue dots after all. I'm going to use this strong adhesive. And I'm just going to, because it's going to be covered anyway, in the middle. And just pop this up like so. There. And now, Stamparatus time. This is a trick too that I really like. I like using a template for my Stamparatus. So what I need now is this one here for the happy birthday. And I have them cut out. Okay, so this is a way to save time. Cut out all your little things that you need. I'm just going to lay that right on here. Oh, and guess what? I'm realizing something. My stamp is a rubber one, which means I do not need this black thing. Okay, that is for, this black insert is only for photopolymer stamps. Okay, so this is going to go right in that hole, and I'll just cover the little tip of it. And then we're going to use this stamp. This is a great one because how many times have you not forgotten a birthday? And now it doesn't matter. Oh, that's... And our new stamps, if you haven't bought Stampin' Up! Stamps in a while, these do not fall off the block. They are wonderful. If you live in Canada, you can order from me online, or you can message me if you need help. But if you live in the States, you cannot order from me, and that makes me super sad. I would be a top seller if I could sell in the States. But what you can do is you can support me by purchasing my tutorials. And if you want me to write a detailed tutorial on these cards, let me know. Okay, I will happily do that. I've got my Memento Black. And yeah, there's a couple other ways that you can join me. I have a primetime group. Every Thursday I do an exclusive video. It costs you $10 a month to be a part of that. And you also get a PDF tutorial. 16 project PDF tutorial every month. That alone is worth 15, 20 bucks. So your $10 a month is a steal of a deal. But it's really nice for me. I started it during COVID because I was petrified that I was not going to be able to pay my bills. And I'm not going to lie, COVID has taken a chunk out of my business because my people are in-person people. and my in-person sales have gone down because people can't come to class. Look, isn't that just so nice? Okay, I'm just going to lay that, well, here, I'll do this. I'm not doing this the most efficient way. So now I'm not going to pop this up yet because when I put it on the card, I don't want those bumpies. So this one is going to go on a pale papaya cardstock. So let's get this here. So I have an 8.5 by 11 piece. And I like my cards so that they don't flop when they're on a desk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to score this. Oops, I've got two. I'll do two right away so I'm ahead of the game. So I'm scoring at 5.5, and that's this blade. So 5.5, and then I'm cutting, so I'm turning it, and I'm cutting at 4.25. And then I right away have two cards that go like this, okay? And then so they don't flop. So I have two like that, and I'm right away gonna make two that go the other way. So on that one, then I score at 4.25, okay? 4.25. And the other thing I wanted to say to you guys is that I am going to do a Zoom class as well, and I'll use different paper to do this card class again. So if you want to, oh, I did score. Okay, good. Sometimes when you talk and work at the same time, it can go backwards. It can backfire on you. Anyway, what I was saying is, I need a bone folder. I'm going to do a Zoom class, and this class is free for people who spend $60 with me, whether that be ordering online to get a celebration thing, or buying tutorials, or joining Primetime. Doesn't matter. Whatever you choose to do, you can join me. Oh, that's not good. All right. Now I've lost my piece that I need to put on. I have 3 here. 1, 2, 3. But the one that I need has disappeared. That is not cool. Okay. I have this piece. See, the one I'm looking for is this. Oh, people. See, never multitask. Let me keep looking. It's gone. Now. How is that possible? Is it stuck to the bottom of my paper trimmer? It is. Look at this. Look. Ha! Always look at the bottom of things when there's a Bermuda Triangle, then yeah. Okay, so this is going to go on flat. And so if you guys are watching on YouTube, remember, I can't comment because I can't watch on Facebook and on YouTube at the same time. And you're probably wondering, well, then why did you do it live on YouTube? Well, that was my only option to, there. The liquid adhesive is really, really strong. That was my only option to offer it on YouTube as well, and I wanted to include everybody. And be sure to click on that red subscribe button on the bottom right-hand corner, and then you'll get notified. So now I'm going to put dimensionals on. And a trick with dimensionals is you want to straddle your ribbon. You don't want the dimensional going on the ribbon. It doesn't stick as well on the ribbon. So let's grab them. Here we go. So we're going to do them on the 4 corners, like so. Oh, and that little piece that you see here, that's from something else I did on the die cutting machine last night. I was playing with Grassy Grove, so that's another, that's going to be my video, I think, for next week, stamping through my stash. I don't know. Sometimes I had a dream last night. I almost fell out of bed. I kid you not. I woke up with a start because I almost fell out of bed. And I have a king-size bed, and I sleep in it alone. And I dreamt that I had to stop doing everything in my business except for the Tuesday live videos. And I thought, oh, okay, how am I going to do that? So I have this one. And now the next one is this one here. I thought, how am I going to do that? And then I thought, okay, I can do that. I can roll my sheer corner video and my stamping through my stash. We'll just do that all on the Tuesday video. I'll put all my energy into the Tuesday video. And then I thought, well, what about my prime time? I can't leave them alone. And what about my training group on Friday? So I went back to sleep and I thought, no, that's not going to work. Then I thought, maybe I'm being told, maybe God's telling me that I have to take a sabbatical and just stop. Anyway, so when I woke up this morning, I could have used a little bit more sleep. You guys have crazy dreams like that too? Yeah, I really do. Anyway, now I'm going to do It's Your Day, Enjoy It. This is a really nice stamp because the words look kind of chalky. Really, really pretty. Okay, so I know that this is off a little bit. I guess I don't need that. I can move this. Here, wait. In the kitchen, I can work in a big mess too. So let me just move stuff so that I've got more room. Okay, so that you guys can see. There we go. I'm kind of on the edge. I know I'm stamping on top of my cards. My Stamparatus is a tool that I use every day. If you don't have one, now is the perfect time to get it, because if you get a Stamparatus, you get a free Celebration item with it. And Celebration is only going till the end of February. And I don't know if you guys know about Celebration has been going on for as long as I've been in Stampin' Up. And hi, Patty. And the reason they started it is that Shelley and her sister, because they were partners at the beginning, their accountant told them that they were going to go bankrupt. And they didn't want to lose their business, so they decided to do this sale. And it brought them from the brink of bankruptcy. And they've never stopped with it. So that's that. Okay, so now we have this one. And this. Give it a good fold with your bone folder, or you can use the edge of a block. That works as well. And now I'm going to tie. I have to find, oh, you know what? I have this ribbon behind me. Oh, I have lots of this ribbon because I like it now. Do you see how it's got that plastic around it? That'll drive you crazy trying to get that off. So squeeze like this, and that pushes the plastic up a little bit, and then your scissors, hopefully, I got the shakes, goes underneath, and there you go. Here, I'm so proud that I didn't have to get up to my table to get this. So just lay it around, and then I don't cut my ribbon till I've tied it. Here. And I find that if this piece in my hand is long enough to hold comfortably, then I can tie it without a problem. Keep your pieces flat, and I know I'm wasting. This piece is too big, but I can use this for something else later. Like you can tuck this under like this with a few other pieces, so you don't have to throw that little piece away. See, no one knows that that's just a little piece out here. Okay, so don't throw it out. And I still managed to twist. That's flat. That's good. And now I'm just going to push that. If you need, glue dots are your best friend. If your ribbon isn't cooperating, then just put a glue dot underneath. There. Oh, that's perfect. Super. It's upside down now, but that's okay. That's going to go on here. That's going to get popped up. Watch. You're the boss of your ribbon. Don't ever forget that. Do not let it tell you what to do. There. See, now it's going the right way. Ha! That's right. I am woman, hear me roar. I know, I'm crazy too. That's okay too. Crazy is more fun than normal. Right? I know. So that is going to go, see, my daffodils are going in the right direction. Here. And now I'm going to pop this up. Now I haven't used a punch yet. I'm sorry. I will be using punches. Again, we're going to straddle the ribbon. So we're going to put our dimensionals on the top and the bottom. I have no idea how long this video is going to last. But you know what? It's Monday morning. It's freezing cold. If anyone is watching from somewhere else in the world, I'd love to hear from you too. And I'd love to know what the weather's like. You know, the weather is a safe topic, isn't it? There's a lot of controversy today in the world. And yesterday in church, we had the most beautiful prayer. And it was about Jesus wants us to love everyone. Jesus went so far as to say, love your enemies. And so, you know, we can get so bent out of shape about COVID and the different polarizations about what people think, and it's not worth it. Okay, so now we're going to a black card. Let's get that going. See, so you guys are going to learn to use your paper trimmer. I've got to move my finished card somewhere else. I know a lot of people do not use their paper trimmer. They don't know how to measure. So this is a great way, this class is a great way to learn to use your paper trimmer. So again, I'm going to score this one at 5.5. And here we go. and cutting at 4 1/4. Now, if you are from Europe and you're using A4, I will share a diagram with the measurements for you because they're different. The cardstock in Europe is skinnier and longer than ours, just so you know. Okay, so again, fold it in half. Now this is going to be a different trick with the ribbon. It's really cool, and thanks to Allison Reed, my team member, who gave me a swap card, and she had this ribbon trick. And I had done it, but it had been a long, long time. So look how nice that pops. So this can go on flat because the ribbon doesn't go around, okay? So let's put that on. And I would also love to see your cards if you are using different paper than this. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that if you sign up, if you spend the $60 and you join my Zoom class, you get a half a pack of this Daffodil paper for free as a bonus, okay? And if I have to mail it, I might chop it up for you so that it works for the, because if I have to mail 6 by 12, it's a little more money. So we'll see. Okay, so now we're taking this ribbon, and this isn't that nice, beautiful sheer stuff. I want to trim this edge first. And like so, I'm going to get the length right. Here we go. And then we are going to fold it flat. I'll move my card so that you don't have that distraction. Press it a little bit. And now I have to find my linen thread. Here's the linen thread. This is probably from a kit, Paper Pumpkin or something. Then the linen thread comes on a flat thing like that, which is pretty awesome. It's easier to mail than a spool. So I'm just going around that loop, and I'm going to tie this into a bow. Okay. I don't know how well that videos. Tie it tight, and then a loop, another loop, and then you have a little bow. You can adjust your here, here, and so now we have this. Isn't that pretty? And what I'm doing is, again, I'm going to lay it here, and I'm going to put this stamp and seal, which is a really strong adhesive, and it's not going to be shown anyway. I don't normally tape ribbon down, but I'm putting this right across the middle because that's going to be covered by the punch anyway. Separate these two ends a little bit, and then I'm moving it this way and pressing it down, okay? And now we're going to use our punch for the first time. Look at that. Okay, again, I'm going to use my Stamparatus because I want my saying to be nice and dark. And this one is going to come from Grassy Grove. Sometimes you need to know, oh yeah, look at the dies that come with Grassy Grove. A forest die, trees, 3 deer. That's my favorite part. So anyway, I wanted to show you that. Here we go. And, oh, I don't want a full sheet of vanilla. I wanted a smaller piece. Oh yeah, good, good, good. I knew I had some small pieces. Perfect. Okay, so we'll move our template. I might need that later. Here, peel this off. I should have taken my, oh, I do have my cleaner. Okay, I'm gonna exercise good stamping etiquette. Clean your stamp before you put it away. Oh, and don't put it in your open ink pad. That is not a good thing. I left my Memento open. It should be closed. Memento has to be stored upside down, okay? All our other ink pads store naturally upside down, but Memento is a linen pad, so always store your Memento upside down, okay? I write the date when I bought it so I know how old it is as well, because you can only re-ink them so many times before they are just not great anymore. I'll put this back in the case, and here we go. So remember, I'm going to use this punch. Here, let me move that. And I'm going to put it on this side here, far away from the edge. There we go. Oh, you're welcome. Hi, Alfie. Nice to see you. Yeah, that ribbon trick is wonderful, Ruby. It's a great way to use ribbon and not waste it. So here we go. And move it over. There we go. And the other thing with Memento is that you can give it a little bit more. You can put a little bit more muscle power when you ink up your stamp because it doesn't squish. So give it a good rub. And make sure it's nice and tight in the corner. I'm going to give it one more layer of ink. That's what's nice about the Stamparatus, that you can do that. There. Although I didn't shove it right back in the corner. I don't know if it moved a little bit, but yeah, I don't like that. We're going to do it again. The Stamparatus is not perfect. And if, like my Stamparatus, my screen just went dark. I do not like that. There we go. My Stamparatus has a little bit of wobble in here. See how it's wiggling a little bit? And that means that when I put it down, I just have to kind of let it fall. Don't hold on to it because then you can push it the wrong way. Let's see if that works. I'm just going to let it fall this time. See? There. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay. So now we take our punch, hold the punch upside down, slide it in, and then you want to make sure that the bottom edge of your punch lines up with the edge of the words. That's how you know it's straight. There we go. And after this, I can use a template and just punch and lay it in there if I wanted to. But that's not as important. So let's move that out of the way. And this is now going to get popped up. And again, I kind of streaked it a little bit. I should have let that dry a little longer. Straddling the ribbon, remember? So top and bottom, and I'm going as close to the edge as I can because we've got a fairly wide ribbon going underneath of there. And then we're done with that style of card. Then we're going to go on to our next style. And I'm doing 10 cards, so I won't do 4 of the other ones. I don't know why I did 4 of this one, but it just made me happy. Did I do 4? Or did I only do 3? I think we have to do 1 more. Ah! Yeah, we do. I'm ahead of myself. Okay, so that goes. And if there's stuff you could, I did not add any embellishments yet, but you definitely, oh, and that's a bit crooked. Our dimensionals are super sticky now, so be careful. Make any adjustments right away. Okay, so that's that. And it looks really nice with that ribbon too. The sheer is nice, but so is the weave. Okay. This one is last, and so now we're using the other punch, so that's good too. It's your time to be remembered, to feel appreciated, and to know you're celebrated. Okay, and again, the same ribbon trick. So we'll clean this one off and move that and find the other stamp. There we go. I was really wanting this one in Holland for this saying right here. This is a good one. So I'm going to put that here. And this one's going to go, oops, I should show you what I'm doing here. And there. Tap, tap, tap. Little twist and shout. Press. 1, 2, 3. I forgot to kind of let it fall. So we'll see what the second layer does. Perfect. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Now we've got the punch, and the punch also has a locking mechanism so that when you store it, it lays flat and they can stack. So look at this. See, close it, slide them down, and then they stack on top of each other. They lock and they don't slide. So that's really handy. Handy feature. So unlock, look, I got ink on my hand, and my ring slips around all the time. So that's the back of it. I've got weird fingers. They're skinny at the bottom, and then I have big knuckles. Anyway, you didn't need to know that. Slide up. And now what you want to look for is that it's centered in the punch and that the edges are straight. Okay? And that's the other side that I didn't like. So don't even see that. It's all good. No waste. So now we're going to do that ribbon trick again. So we're laying. This is a great time if you have to go to the bathroom. You've already seen me do the ribbon trick. You can run away for a minute. I won't know. Here. I also like to make sure that the tails are going in different directions. so that they're not the same, but that's up to you. So they make a bit of a V. And here. Yeah, we're definitely, you have to let me know if you like this long. Oh yeah, so Ruby, just that trick of letting it fall really works well, okay? And we overthink it. So that's why you were having some difficulty. So I'm glad that mine messed up so I could share that with you. Yeah. The Stamparatus blesses the easygoing, shall we say. All right, so now I have that. This is gonna go, do I still have a vanilla card? I don't. We're gonna cut another card. So this is great because you're getting lots of examples of me showing you how to use the trimmer. So here we go. We're scoring at 5.5. Oh, look at that. That'll have to be the back of the card. I have ink on my fingers. It happens, okay? It really does. Score, and then turn to 4.25 and cut. There we go. And so I'm going to use this one with the black mark first. It's going to be on the back of my card. Or, yeah, it has to be on the back. Definitely on the back. And see, this is tone on tone, and I still love it. I'm going to show you some cards. I had also chosen Evening Evergreen and Flirty Flamingo, and I didn't like those colors as much. I didn't like the way the card turned out. So I will show them to you so that you can decide as well. And don't forget to let me know if you want a step-by-step tutorial for these cards. I like tutorials that have pictures, color pictures with everything. It makes it easy to follow. It takes all the guesswork out of everything. You know, I used to be, writing tutorials is a time-consuming thing, but it's really rewarding to share what you do. So again, I'm going to put the adhesive underneath where this is going to go. So right across here in the middle. There. And then I'm just going to lay it on. There. And then I'll put a glue dot under here later. And again, we're going to straddle the ribbon with our dimensionals on the four corners. It's a really good trick to remember because it really does make a difference. When I forget, I know, and it kind of bobs around up on the ribbon, and it's like, I forgot. Okay, don't forget to comment. If you comment on the video and share my video, that'd be awesome too. Then you might win some paper or ribbon or some fun thing. I haven't quite decided what all I'm going to give away, but there's going to be some giveaways. There we go. So now we have 4 cards done, and they're sitting in my window. It's time to do the next one. Okay, I think we'll do this one here. So this one is really cool. This uses our strips, the 1 inch by 5.25. See? And I have the 2 vanilla ones and a pale papaya. So let's make the card base first. I'm just going to clean up a little bit. I'm making a mess. I'm just going to put this away. And so I have 2 stitched rectangles and 1 punch here. And I'm putting all these away so that I don't run into trouble, because when your space gets too busy, that's when things go wrong. Okay, so I have a very vanilla piece. And the very vanilla is a thick cardstock. That's what you want to use for your card base. So this one, let me see if I can find my instructions. Yeah, so here's the instructions. And oh, look at that, it's even the second one. And I thought I was being smart by just picking it myself. So we've done the cutting. I'm scoring the card base at 1.25 and at 4.25. That's the important thing. So let's have a look. Paper trimmer. Yeah, the ribbon trick is awesome, isn't it? Hi, Sherry, nice to see you. Okay, so 1.25. So then I use the measurements on the right-hand side, and make sure you don't cut. You want to use the gray blade. 1.25 and 4 1/4. So I'm turning it because they have to be on the same side. 1 1/4 and 4 1/4. And then we're cutting at 5 1/2. 5 1/2. Okay. Then we right away have 2. But I'm only going to make 2 of this one, okay? Because otherwise you're going to get sick of me. Pretty sure about that. Okay, so remember 1 1/4. Oh, I don't need the black. What was I doing? No black. I need pale papaya. 1 1/4. There. And the gray blade scores. 1 1/4. Turn it. And then go to 4 1/4. And then cut at 5 1/2. Turn again. And cut at 5 1/2. Okay, so now we have 4 cards. And let me just get my screen bright. There we go. I'm going to move these out of the way. So what we need to do, I'm taking 1 vanilla and 1 pale papaya. These ones are going to go. And we're going to take our bone folder or a block, whatever you have. Fold your card in half here. And then that 1 1/4 inch piece, we're going to fold it back. There. And you can leave it like this, but I decided to glue it down. So where's my adhesive? Here. I'm going to just put some glue on this flap. There we go. Press it down. There. And then we're going to do the same thing with our pale papaya. Score, fold, and here, there, and then a bit of adhesive. It's just a simple way to make a different kind of card. Hold it down. Okay, so now we're going to find our strips. Here they are. I've got these long strips, and I need that one and the yellow one for the one card, and then I need, oh goodness, I need the black, and I want this one. Okay, perfect. Put the rest away, and oh, I love it. Just love it so much. See that daffodil, and it's looking in. It's going exactly the way I want it to. Okay. And that plaid on the back that I'm putting the adhesive on now, it reminds me of a picnic for some reason, or a 1950s. Oh, I didn't get to the top here. You want to get to the edges. You don't want your, oops, that was a bit much. You don't want it flapping. Don't worry about this adhesive. If it spills a little bit out the edge, it dries clear, so don't stress. This is going to go here. And then I'm just sliding it around so that my margins are even. That's why I love liquid adhesive. It's really your best friend. Once you get to use it, see, and if it gets on your fingers, just rub, and it will just come off. It also takes off any ink that might be on your fingers, so that's a good trick. All right, so now the black. And you'll notice that I haven't spent the time to finish off my insides. I would do that, but yeah, otherwise it's going to be a marathon. I was thinking about making a Facebook event and then popping on every hour or so with the next video and do it in chunks. And maybe we'll do that another time, make an event out of it. But I only have 2 days this week to work because on Wednesday I'm going to my parents, and then on Thursday Gerard comes. Okay, so now we're taking this ribbon again. This is another trick. And what I want to do is I'm wrapping it around again. And I'm making the joint again so that it goes underneath where my words are going to go. And you don't want to waste any ribbon, so it doesn't have to meet completely. There. And then I'm going to put my adhesive again right where the words are going to go. I'm just going to slide that a little bit. There. And oh, my adhesive didn't go far enough. Give it a little roll if you need to. here. Press it down. Okay, and now we have a stitched triangle again. So we need our Stamparatus, and I'm hoping, oh yeah, there it is. And we need our template again. Okay, so keep the template. The template's probably a good thing to keep in your case with your dies so that you don't have to keep making a new one. Slide it in, clean off my stamp and move it. It's all these little things that take time, right? But gotta do it. Clean it off. There we go. And what do we need now? Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite stamps. These dies come with tree dies as well. It's interesting, right, that words come with trees, but they do. And you know, it's a canopy of trees. It goes with the sheltering you with love. Okay, so I'm gonna lay that on here and kind of center it. There. And then I do double check again because you can't see through your rubber stamps to see that it is fairly straight. And I think it is. I'm hoping it is. There. Slide it over. Black ink. Oh, and you know what? I need 2 of these. So I can do 2 right away. There. Did I let it fall? I wasn't paying attention. I really hope I did. I'm running out of space here. I'm trying hard not to make a mess, but you know how it goes. I let it fall that time. Oh yes, perfect. See, the letting it fall trick is a good one. I'm going to do 2 right away so that I have them both. Sadly, we need a lot of sympathy and thinking of you cards. What's nice is that this doesn't have to be like a sympathy card. It's just for any kind of difficult situation when you don't know what to say. Let it fall. And actually that's pretty good, but I just want it to be a little darker, so I'm kind of liking the let it fall trick for you. There. It works like a charm, doesn't it? Okay. Hi, Assunta. Nice to see you. Okay, so let's have a look-see. We have this one, and now we're going to pop this up, or it can go flat. Let me see. What did I do? I popped it. So again, we're going to straddle, and we don't want any dimensionals here. There's a little bug. Okay, so that means 2 right on this edge. Here. 1, 2, and then imagine the ribbon going through, and we'll do that about here. There. I could have just put them right on the card, but I didn't. There. See, my ring has slid around to the other side again. There. Okay, so here we go. And there. And then we're going to take our linen thread again, if I can find it. Well, it is missing. Let me just put my lid on my memento. I'm just going to gather up my things. The linen thread has not totally disappeared, I'm sure. And here. Lid. See, when you lose things, it does force you to clean up, doesn't it? Let me see. No. Well, you know what? I know I have more, so here we go. That is one of the benefits. So I have the linen thread here. Oh, and my hands are like unbelievably inky. They're like mechanics' hands except with cards. So slide your twine underneath, see? And then we're just going to cinch it and tie a bow. And it just adds such a cute little touch. There. If you want, you could tie it in a knot right away so that it stays nice and tight. It doesn't loosen on you. There. Kind of takes the pressure off. And, ooh, I did that just right. No waste on this one. So cute. There. How cute is that? See? All right, so now we need this one. We've got here, and this will give a totally different look doing it on vanilla. It's just such a clean look. And actually, I don't even need that one, but that's okay. So now, let's wait and see. We're gonna do the crushed curry piece on the inside edge. What do you think of this, this layout? Do you like this style with just that simple folding the flat back? I think it's really cute. You could also put some dimensionals under the back, and then you would have a little, yeah, that would change it again. So that's going in the inside. Slide it over a little bit. There we go. And I put a little divot in there. Okay, well, they're not perfect. My screen was going dark. So again, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm not ignoring you. Well, I am, but not purposely. I cannot participate in the live chat, but I'm hoping that you're chatting with each other. And make sure that when the video is over that you comment below the video as well, because people can see that later. And it's easier for me too. So I have now my two pieces. Isn't that pretty? And now look at the difference. I've got two different pattern papers. This one has more white space in it, and it's just a much calmer card. This one is a more vibrant card because the flowers are bunched a little bit more tightly there. So even though you're using the same paper, you're still going to get different results. So we're going to do the ribbon again. And please tell me, guys, if I should only have been doing one of each card, let me know. Like, overkill can be a thing, and constructive criticism is great. As long as you say it nicely, I can handle it. Sometimes as women, we don't deal with criticism well, and sometimes it can cut you to the quick. But if it's said kindly and with your good intentions at heart, then that's a big difference. So yeah, there. I ran short again. I've underestimated how much adhesive I need here, or I'm being too cheap with my ribbon. But I do love this trick, and I like saving on ribbon. Why put it where you can't see it? Okay, so now, here, I know I have another piece somewhere, but I don't know where it is, so that's okay. So now we're going to do, sometimes you need to know that somebody really cares. Okay. Sorry about all the cleaning. Has to happen though, doesn't it? And it goes in here. And this one. So how many of you guys have this Grassy Grove? And do you buy stamp sets for the sentiments or for the images, or, yeah, I'm curious. Here you go. There. Now this, remember, you have to punch it out, so you want it to be away from the edge a little bit. And there. And remember, we're going to use the falling trick. And when you're punching, it doesn't have to be straight, so that's kind of nice. So I'm just going to let it fall, press, and again, fall, press. Perfect. Okay. Now we need the longer punch, this one, the everyday label. So if you get the, I think I did a, yeah. Here, I'm going to show you this for a minute. I made a sample ordering form. So that's the Inspired Thought stamp set, the one punch, thick vanilla cardstock, and then a free celebration item. It's $61.25. So take a screenshot of that. That's, yeah, then you can join in on the Zoom class for free, and I'll do it with a different paper. Here. And now you can have all your pieces ready to go. And that'll be fun. What a fun way. The neat thing about doing a Zoom is that you can interact with people. So now I'm going to pop this up. And you know what? I'm going to be cheap. Look at this. Just 2, because there's no ribbon to straddle. Ha! Here we go. And then I'm going to go up a little bit. There. And then this one. And then we're going to make 2 more cards. 6, 8. Well, I did say 10, didn't I? Do we really want to do 10? We'll see. We'll see how we get. Oh, goodness. All right. It's not going underneath very well. So I'm going to just do that. There. I just made the card curve a little bit, and that gave me the wiggle room that I needed. So we're going to tie it in a knot. Nice and tight. Ribbon is strong. There. And so linen thread goes a long way. So it is a very inexpensive way to add to your ribbon, especially with these tricks that I've just shown you today. There. So there we go. We're moving right along. What is next? Let's have a look, see. Oh, I got a fold. Number 3. Oh, that's that one. That's great. So now we're going to use the 3.5 by 2 1/4 pieces. Okay, wonderful. Oh, I really like that. And then that little narrow strip. I had forgotten what they were for. So that's the 3/4 by 4. And here we go. So we have these. Now I've got to find my cards to show you. Look at that. Oh yeah, and I'll show you the ones in the different colors too. So I have this one. Isn't that nice? I know, I know. Even though it's all the same paper, it's just a different layout, and you go, oh, that's so cute. So here it is in Flirty Flamingo. So that's really nice too. But I just love it with vanilla black, and here it is on Evening Evergreen. Now that looks nice as well. So you can choose. There's no right or wrong. You do you. Okay, so now we need a vanilla card base, and I'm going to do I have some cut up. These are my extra ones, so now we're moving along nicely. All right. Oh no, oh no, no. These are the ones that have the extra fold. I can't use those. Okay, I lied. But I have some here. There's and now we need another very vanilla. Okay, I have to grab a sheet. Okay, so here's a very vanilla, and I want to cut this one at, I'm going to do 4 and, score at 4 1/4, here, and then cut at 5 1/2. There we go. How are we doing? Like, what? Oh my word, I've already been going for more than an hour. Although, you know, 10 cards is that's nothing to sneeze at. Okay, here we go. How are we doing, guys? Let me know if you think, you know what, Jackie, you've been yammering on long enough. We're done. Leave us alone. Then I will do that. So here we go. And you know what? I'm going to do one of these as well. I think I like the flowers at the bottom on this one. And I must have more. I must have more. Maybe not. I'm looking for my extra pieces to see if they're hiding. No, they're not. So you know what? I'm just going to make one of this one. And yeah, so now we straddle. We have to pick one to straddle. And I don't think I like that one. Although that is nice and soft. We could do that. Or we could do the black. That's nice too. Or the plaid. See, that's what I do. I lay them all out and I decide. But I think, well, we're going to put this ribbon over top. So I think I might use the black. Let's have a look. This is how you design. Actually, I like this one the best. Okay, good. All right. that was decided. And you know what? You'll make different choices than me. We all have, and you might hate this paper. So I would like to see what you do. And you know what? I'm going to do one of this one of the bonus card, and one with the skinny stripes. And then we didn't even get around to the you know what? I think I'm going to take a break and do the Valentine's ones later. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not. You know, this as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you know, sometimes in your head you play games because you think that when people come to a class, you think that they want to hurry up and get done and get out of there. But meanwhile, they just want to have a good time. They're enjoying it. So I'm trying to tell myself, okay, don't be squirrely. Everyone's having fun. Why are you rushing? So I'm going to get over myself. So that's like that. I've left a gap, see? And now we're going to put that pretty plaid in the middle. And one of my hairs is in there. That straddles the gap. And you can play a little bit and go up a little higher if you want. There. And now we're going to do the ribbon trick. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do the ribbon trick. I'm going to stop. You guys can see that's what happens, okay? You could do this as well, and you don't have to do ribbon. I thought I had a little baggie with some sayings, but they seem to have disappeared. Oh no, here we go. So you don't have to add ribbon. Let's say you just want to keep it simple. You can do that. Look, it doesn't have to have ribbon. Or you can just do, you know what? We're going to do a simple ribbon. I'm going to show you something else. So I'm laying it down here. And I'm just going to do that. And put some adhesive on the back. Oh, if it doesn't work, just give it a little help. There. And then I'm going to lay that on. See, so I have the ribbon going like so. And remember that little black piece that I had? Look, I'm going to add that. We'll add a little bit more adhesive. And now you've got a whole different idea. There. That's cute. And a tiny little strip, if you have any little bits. Here. Did I add some adhesive here? Yep. There, and now we're going to pop it up. Simple, easy, and different. So you can use your little leftovers. This is a great way to just have fun and play. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. And your cards are going to look totally different when you use different paper. That's the neat thing about it. So here we go. I love that little pop of black. There. So here, let's see. Cute, hey? Different ribbon. This was easier. We'll put them away. And now, let me see. We need, oh, we did the long ones. Oh, we just have the bonus card left. Oh, this is awesome. I'm making better progress than I thought. So this is the bonus card with those little pieces that we cut in half. So here they are. Do I have a black? I have a black base. And this is a really easy one as well. So now, none of them are difficult, right? Here. And again, I want this one with the daffodil. So I'm just going to lay out the different ones that I have and see which one I like the best. There's not too much difference. This one has a little bit more daffodil on there. This one. Oh, there's a peachy colored one too. Here. And now I don't know if I like that one. Here. Yeah, so that picks up all the colors. And we'll start with one. Liquid adhesive. And you could do this, there's enough of these squares to make 2 of this card. And don't forget to comment so that you might win a prize. I'm just going an equal margin on either side here. And you know what? I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you the Valentine's paper for sure. I've gotten over myself. Here. This one's gonna have a little bit more space in the middle because I messed up. I think I messed up. There. Well, maybe I didn't. There. And just remember that when you put your sentiment on, and then there's forgiveness. It hides a multitude of sins. There we go. It's kind of like the snow, covers up all the ugliness. Unless the snow gets dirty from cars, but in the country, the snow is beautiful. Cities, not so much. Okay, so see how I'm just sliding it into position? Then, whoops, I can do that. I could do that one doesn't look as great. I think I like the smaller one better. I have a little bit of a black mark there. I can add a gem or something to that. So good. Yeah, you know what? The black ribbon is really cute, isn't it, Mary? Yeah, I love it too. I challenge you today to get out some cards, some paper that you've been hoarding, and make some of these cards. So now we're just going to take this ribbon, and it's going to go around the edge, and then you can use all your leftovers and decorate the inside of your cards too. We're just going to tie this in a knot. Keep your pieces flat. So, and there. And then we just trim it. I love this pale papaya on the black. It just has such a beautiful pop. It has such a nice weave. It ties beautifully. It's a fantastic ribbon. Oh, I think I just messed it up a little bit. Slide it over a little. Yeah, I'm going to trim this a bit. I made a mess. There. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, so now we are going to... So that's it. Those are all the cards. I'm pretty sure we did them all. So 4 different styles, and now we're going to do it with, I'm going to clean this all up. You can put your little bits, extra bits in a clear bag. We have clear envelopes. They're wonderful for this kind of thing. And, you know, give them away. Give them away to someone who doesn't stamp. I'm going to throw in my saying. And, yeah. I really do want to see what you guys have made. It'll make me happy. I'm just putting all my stuff away. And then we're going to get out our Valentine's paper. There. That goes there. Oh, and for the Valentine's paper, I have 2 punches. So, take a peek at that. I have these hearts sell as a bundle, and the one nests inside the other. So there's that. And then I'm going to use Whisper White for these, and I'm just going to make 1 card, okay? But I'm going to show you the paper. And I couldn't decide. I couldn't limit it to 3, so I have 4. Okay, so I have this one, pink, the hearts, and the purple. Now the purple has words, so we have to think carefully about how we're going to be cutting. Okay, and we need the pieces, yeah, we need them like this. Okay, so I've got all 4. See how nicely those stack? And I'm going to cut them at the same time. Tricky, definitely. There we go. And this is going to be one of the prizes, okay? This half pack of paper. So I'm cutting at 6. Okay. There. That's great. And then I want to cut at 4. I'm going to start at the other side this time. 4.5. And so that's 4.5. And then I'm going to cut them at 3. And then these are going to get cut at 1.5. So if you're joining later, you get to see how this is all done. Oh, that didn't go through all the way. Let's go back to the 1.5 mark. Oops, 1.5. Get right, accuracy is important. Get right on that line. And now we're going to cut them again at 1.5. This paper is so much fun. I left my stamp set, my bundle in Holland, which is a bit sad. And, oh, I can't wait to make one of these. Well, you know what? We are going to, well, I'll do this. 1.5. So this will be some quick Valentine's cards. And you've got to remember, I'm just playing here. I haven't made a single one of these. So I don't know what's going to happen with this either. Okay, I'm not going to cut all the rest because then we're going to just go on for way too long. Oh, I still need my trimmer. So now I need a piece of, I think I'm going to go with Highland Heather. Or maybe Gorgeous Grape. I'm going to go with Gorgeous Grape because I have Gorgeous Grape ribbon. And this piece has to be 3 1/4 by 5. Is that too dark? That's too dark. Yeah, it's all wrong. We're going to go with Highland Heather. Yeah, this is the color that goes with it. So it's 3 1/4 by 5. And a red would work as well. Red would be wonderful. There. So, take a peek. We have that one and that one. And I like this one too. Look at that. How cute is that? Okay, so that's one. And then there is, let's see. Oh, look, there's a stripe. And there is a, see, that's a soft one. See, that's a whole other, see? You can see how this is just so much fun to do. And let's see, do I have another? Oh, this one's cute too, look. Like that, and then there's, I'm looking to see, I wanted another pink one, but I don't have one. That's cute, isn't it? Maybe like this. Oh, there's more. I've got lots more. Okay, I was wondering. Here, I was really wanting this one with that. Like this. So you can see how it's just so much fun to play with all the different things that you have. All right, this is going to take too long. So I've decided on, oh goodness. Oh, Jackie, stop. What about this one here? Here, we're going to do this. Yeah, okay, that's good. I wanted them to be slightly different. I wanted to use all the paper. And wait till I get to the hearts. This is going to be so cute. And then I think we'll just put them on a white base. These are those cute conversation hearts that you can get. When the kids were little, I always did a Valentine's party. And I would get candy and I would bake cookies. And oh my goodness, it was so much fun. And now I've done nothing. I used to mail them Valentine's cards, and this year I didn't. It was just too much. Wasn't on my game. I was busy with my parents, and you know, you do what you can. There. And sorry, I'm off screen a little bit. I love this paper so much. So you know what? Love it, chop it. You know, you can love paper, but if it's just sitting in your cupboard, it's not bringing anyone joy. Okay, so I have 2. Did I not do 2? No, I just did 1. Ah! Okay. Do I want, I think. No, see, I just moved those around and now I don't like it. This one has to go on this side. Okay. We'll see what happens when we're done. Well, anyway, I hope that I've inspired you and that you are excited about making cards like this. And I'm sorry if this took too long. And like I said, I love to get your feedback on that. Actually, I could have done 2 of the same pattern, but see, you can just keep going with this. It's just a wonderful way to play. I would, you know what? Here's another challenge. When you get all these pieces cut out, invite someone over that has never made cards before and share the joy with them, because it's just great. We all need a little bit more creativity and fun in our lives. So don't hide this under a bushel. I know I'm sounding religious, but share. Okay. We're going to do a white. Oh, just wait till the next part is the best, okay? Do you guys like glitter? Do you like bling? The bling is coming, people. The bling is coming. So I'm going to score this at 5.5. And after this, I get a nice piece of carrot cake or maybe a waffle. I'm going to treat myself. There. So now at least I've made my promise and I've made 10 cards. So fold that in half. I'm just going to lay this on here because I'm not sure if I'm going to use ribbon. See, so that really makes it pop on the white. Oh, that's so cute. All right, now look at this. Yes, you love. We don't have this anymore, this red glimmer. I'm pretty sure we have other glimmer, but I had this red and I thought, oh my goodness, this is what I want. So maybe I'll put a few of these punched hearts in an envelope and you can win those. I'm just going to cut like that. And then I'm going to cut a few plain ones. The punches are wonderful. These punches are amazing. Once you get them, you'll never get rid of them. It's just so easy to make cute things. Big banners for when people come home from a trip or something for in the hospital. You never know when you need these things. Look how cute that is. All right, now we need some words. Okay, we've got this. I was going to use these words. This one and this one. Let me just turn this on. You are so loved. It doesn't have to be, hearts don't have to be Valentine's, people. So let me see. I need a piece of white. Just a second. Plain white. And we're going to use real red ink. I am now, you know what? Now I've reached the point of now we are in a serious mess, people. I've gotten too excited and things have gone a little bit out of hand. Oh goodness, I have to cut this because it's just too big. Watch this. Yes, do you ever lay tools on top of tools? Yeah, you can. It's not a straight surface, but it will work. Okay. Oh goodness, I need to stop notifications from Pinterest. There. Oh, thanks, Alfie. Hi, Barb. Yeah, I know. It's not too often that I have wrecked up the paper by cutting 4 at a time. Okay, so we're going to do You Are So Loved. And I want to see if, I don't know if the other ones will fit in the heart. I'm going to go at the bottom. Always check to see, so the heart goes in this way, so I need it towards the bottom here. And real red. You see, I wore a red scarf for Valentine's Day. Red lipstick. There, tap, tap. Oh yeah, and I have to make sure I let it fall. I didn't have time to look for other stamp sets this morning. Oh, look at that. That's great. See, now it's just dark. Do you notice how the Stamparatus just makes everything wonderful? I need the plain heart punch. There. And I'm going to do a different one here. I know I should have cleaned that, and I did not. I'm admitting it. I'm going to do a happy hello to you because I think it will fit in one of our other punches here. And I'm going to do it in red as well. I do love red. I am very much a red girl. And one more. Drop and fall. Remember? There. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, now I don't think that's going to fit in the heart, But let's see. And if it does, well, you know what? One way to find out is to lay this on top. And it does actually, but I'm not going to be able to get at it. So we're going to do this instead. Here. And I'm lining up the top of the punch with the happy to make sure it's straight. There, and I'm trying to get as much white space on either side. Then you kind of clamp down a little bit. No, it's not good. This can drive you crazy. That looks good. Okay, so now let's finish off these cards. And I'm not sure if I can make the heart work. Yeah, see? I should have left a little bit more room here, but that's okay. Maybe that heart's too big. I have gorgeous grape ribbon, but what did I do with it? That is the question. Just a second. Let me have a look, see. Oh yeah, I've got it. You know what? For videoing for more than an hour, I did quite well. Look at this. Oh my word. Do I want it just straight or do I want to put a nice bow on the end of that? I think I'm going to do a bow. Let's have a look. So I'm taking this, holding it flat, going like this. Here we go. I'm actually going to do something I've got so much of this ribbon, I'm just going to cut. I don't normally do that, but I'm feeling there. And I'll tell you why. You're going to see why I don't normally do this. You're going to see that I have tons of extra ribbon, and I didn't even tie a nice bow. Not happy with my bow at all. Here. I'm going to try it again. That's better. But you're going to see that I have waste, and I hate wasting with bows. I really do. Well, you know what? I have so messed up this bow, it's not even funny. This is not ending on a good note. But maybe it'll make you feel better that I don't always make perfect bows. And I know exactly what I did wrong. Okay, I can't do this. Oh, now it's a knot. Okay, guess what? Well, you know what? It's a knot. We're going to leave it. No, we're not. No, 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 no. I can't deal with this. Like I said, I have lots of ribbon. I'll figure it out later. We're going to do this again. Here. Tie it. Patience, Jackie. Do it the way you always do it. There. There. That's a bit better. A bit better, but see how this is still feeling a little wonky? Oh, there. I know, I just gave you guys the pep talk about not letting ribbon rule. Well, I don't know, people. It's giving me a run for my money. Okay. But you see how nice that looks with that pop of purple? Purple and red. Isn't that from the Red Hat Society? Okay, we're going to lay this on. Liquid adhesive. And there. And I haven't looked at all. Pretty paper it is, isn't it, Cheryl? Yeah. I am a winter in the color chart. How did you know, Elfie? I am totally a winter. Yeah. I do really well with black, too. There. There we go. And a happy hello. Straddle the ribbon. We'll just tuck that underneath. We'll figure it out. And I'm almost out of dimensionals here. Good thing I have more here. And you can use your edge pieces, people. Don't forget that. There. Now let's see if we're actually going to use this pretty sparkle paper. I'm going to put that up a bit higher. No. There. Yeah, that's pretty, isn't it? Add some gems. I might have some little hearts. I didn't put a heart on here. You could. This one's a bit big. So now, take a look at this. That looks cute, doesn't it? So now we're going to add liquid adhesive. Liquid adhesive is the best thing to use on glimmer paper, and you have to be kind of generous with it, okay? And then it's not a bad idea to put a punch on it for a minute. Put a little bit of weight on it. There. See, and then just, we're going to do that and just slide it out of the way. And then this is going to go here. And I'm not going to put ribbon on. Oh, you know what? Maybe we're going to do a simple ribbon trick. Look, here. And then you just go like so. Wrap it around. And so. There. Look. So then you have the idea of the ribbon, but not too much. There. So you can see how the cards look totally different with different paper, but it really is a lovely layout. There. And now here. That's cute, isn't it? And then what you can do is just do a tie if you want to. Oh, don't break your rules, Jackie. There, not a bow, just a tie. And there we go. And then we'll pop this up. And I don't want to cover too many of the hearts. And there we go. And look at, I'm all out of the dimensionals. So I'm just using the edge pieces. And I'm not even thinking, because I have so many, I don't have to worry about straddling. Oh, I've got a little one here. Here. And okay, I've done a lot of dimensionals on this. I don't think that was necessary, but I'm using up my edge pieces, so I did. And okay. There we go. Do I want it straight? Yeah, I think I do want it straight. How cute is that? So I do hope that you feel loved today, regardless of whether or not you get flowers or chocolates. And I loved spending time with you today. I am really happy with how the cards turned out. There's just so many of them. I would love to know what's your favorite layout. They're all pretty though, aren't they? And do you like the color scheme that I chose? It's this one. And the pale papaya. When the in colors came out, I didn't think I was going to like pale papaya, but I really do. And then the bright colors. These are the ones that were in my reject pile. Right? They're nice too. And then we have, I think the ribbon trick was a lot of fun. Everybody enjoyed that. That sheer ribbon is also really nice. It's really elegant and soft. But the big happy birthday. You know what I didn't show you? I had a great big one with a huge happy birthday, and I don't know where it went. I had it all ready to go. I'll share a picture of it with you later. All right, guys, it's time to end this. And here I am. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So thanks so much for joining me. I think this is the longest video I've ever done. It's been an hour and 40 minutes. For everyone who stuck with me from the beginning to the end, congratulations. It was a stamping marathon. I am going to see that gray. It is going to leave soon. I'm going to see my hairdresser. I'm so excited. Anyway, be sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. There'll be another prize coming up soon. So, all right, guys, thank you again. Have a super day. Bye.